matchup with the Seattle Seahawks. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Check 48, the money. All day.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard.
Switch. 40.
Wilson. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. That one good for 26 and a first down. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
This throw complete. Wilson finding Lockett. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's second and 8. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Wilson. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Let's go now. 54. 60 54 Mike. 61. Max ball. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. 52 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Here we go, D. Edge, just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and Ford. One set. Check Mike 54.
Now it's Jackson. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now it's Carson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 63 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Mike 50. We ain't giving up nothing today.
Now Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. On 3rd down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. 23 yards on the tuck and run. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson rolling to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And he whips that one incomplete there. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he's got Snead. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Seahawks' 33-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson got a man. It's Brown. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 18. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
11 more on that one and another 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. These two teams all tied after 1. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Jim. Check.
They'll look to run with Ingram. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll try and run. Ingram. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
It's now 4th and goal.
They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Echo. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Bandit.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
The defense was almost too good on that play. They took away all of his targets. The one thing they forgot, to account for him as a runner. And he's able to tuck it and go for the end zone and get it done.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Yeah, let's get that ball, Gino. Let's get that. 22, Jet, cover. 22, Jet, cover. 50, Mike 50. Ball trot. Let's go. Hey, alert. Mike's 50.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On the counter, Ingram. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play nets a -4.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play. It was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down with a sack at Ziggy Ansah. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. On 4th down, Jackson. Flush to his right. Towards the end zone for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Go, 14.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Jackson escaping the pressure right. Snead's got it. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
On first down, Ingram. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good gain, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
The Ravens on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. 4th down, here's Jackson. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 11. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He lets it fly for Lockett. And got his man complete. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
And the Seahawks. First down.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup. Jackson on first down. This one complete to Ingram. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down now, it's Ingram. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. I'm scared. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming.
They go play action here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
One man in the backfield, that's Ingram on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Ingram with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's got this one complete to John Ursua. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
36 foul.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He hits his running back, Procise. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
24-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Seattle.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout. as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And Myers able to knock it through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Ingram, he's been busy today. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. Ingram again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. It's been a long day for you.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Bobby Wagner, the former second rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
He's coming to double up. Right there, 54, right there, right there.
To try again after the sack. Jackson, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. To throw is Jackson. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Hey, let's get this. Get this. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. All day, every day. Set, go.
Jackson throwing on fourth down. The loop. Touchdown, Ravens. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Seahawks take over.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
48 Mike.
From the 27, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He's got Lockett. And out across midfield down to the 45. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 45-yard line. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing is Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Here we go on fourth with Wilson. Out to his left. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off down near the 5. Well, I saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Jackson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Now it's Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a first and 10. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So first and 10 now from the 30. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Jackson and the offense come up first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They run the counter. Ingram. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it second and 14. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's third down.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turned into a nice play.
There's Jackson on third and long. It's complete to Snead. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
They're running. Ingram. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football.
Right here, right here.
Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And finally brought down at the 43. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. And even 50 yards on the ground. Here's Wilson to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Now a give, right side. It's Carson. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A full start backs him up 5, first and 15.
Good. Good job right there. Check, 48's the mic. I got listen. You mind? Begin. Set.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Steps away. He'll try and run it. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's second and long. Now a give, right side. It's Carson. And some room to work. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson, 38 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks.
One left. Mike 48. All day, dog. 12. Reload. Look small. We got Mike to 48 right now. Let's go. Watch the curls. 48 the Mike. Rip left. Check, 48's the Mike.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Here's Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Jackson looking to throw on third. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Check, watch 54. He can't hang.
They'll run on first down. It's Ingram, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practice.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bobby Wagner picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Throwing is Jackson, and he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. 4th down, here's Jackson being chased out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bobby Wagner and the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Now Wilson on first down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Michael Pierce in all of his 340-pound glory gets the sack.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
We own it. We own it.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. Ingram's got the first down and more. There goes Mark Ingram. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 55 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. But go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Hatchet, hatchet.
I'll go special. I'll go special.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
48 to Mike. You just won.
Go.
Check, 48 to Mike. Check. Stay with your man. 48 Mike. 48 Mike.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pernell McPhee in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's going to go down again. Matt Judon able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Mike, 36. Mike, 36. That's the pass. Back.
Zebra.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll keep it on the ground. Ingram. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons we like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 3rd down, Jackson forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead now up to 22. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
A gain of 16 yards. And the first down.
Check 48 to Mike.
Check 12. Select for signal.
Kill. Rotate.
On 1st down, Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down.